This is the second video about a connective ending, 면서. 면서 has two meanings. 면서 can be used when the two events happen at the same time, or when the two events are confrontational. In this video, I'm going to focus on this second meaning, when the two events are confrontational. I'm going to cover its meaning, its usage, and its restrictions. Let's start from its meaning. 면서 is used when the two events are confrontational. In English, it is usually interpreted as but. I'd like to make myself clear by explaining what confrontational situations are. Confrontational means like this. Look at this example. I know him, but I pretended I don't know him. 그 남자를 알아요. 그 남자를 모른 척 했어요. I know him, but I pretended I don't know him. This situation is confrontational. Or 맛있어요. It's tasty. 맛없다고 말했어요. But I said it's not tasty. This situation is also confrontational. These kinds of confrontational situations can be described using 면서. How about this? My boss is always late. But my boss tells me not to be late. 사장님은 매일 늦어요. 사장님은 나한테 늦지 말래요. This situation is also confrontational. Last example is 엄마는 책을 안 읽어요. 엄마는 나한테 책을 많이 읽으래요. Mom doesn't read. But my mom says to me, read a lot. So all of these confrontational situations can be expressed by using 면서. Let me give you an example. I know him. I pretended I don't know him. 그 남자를 알아요. 그 남자를 모른 척 했어요. These two sentences can be combined by 면서. 그 남자를 알면서 모른 척 했어요. I know him, but I pretended I don't know him. So the second meaning of 면서 is usually interpreted as but in English. Let me give you another example. My boss is always late. My boss tells me not to be late. This is also confrontational situation. 사장님은 매일 늦어요. 사장님은 나한테 늦지 말래요. These two sentences can be combined as 사장님은 매일 늦으면서 나한테 늦지 말래요. My boss is always late, but he tells me not to be late. So two confrontational sentences can be combined by a connective ending, 면서. Then how can we use this connective ending? Firstly, 면서 is attached to verb or adjective stems. Secondly, depending on how the stem looks, we use 면서 or 으면서. Firstly, if the stem ends in vowels or consonant lier, we use 면서. Secondly, if the stem ends in consonants except lier, then we use 으면서. And lastly, we have some irregular parents. Let's start from 면서. We use 면서 when the stem ends in vowels or consonant leer. I use blue colors for verb or adjective stems here. 하다, 모르다, 살다, 알다. The first two verbs end in vowels, and the last two verbs end in leer consonant. So we use 면서, as in 하면서, 모르면서, 살면서, 알면서. How about 으면서? We use 으면서 instead of 면서 if the stem ends in consonants rather than leer. For example, 늦다, 맛있다, 좋다, 읽다. Look at the blue parts here. The stem ends in consonants 지읒, 쌍시옷, 히읗, or 기역. All of them are not leer, so we use 으면서, like 늦으면서, 맛있으면서, 좋으면서, 읽으면서. Unfortunately, we have some irregular parents too. These verbs and adjectives, they are quite common, so please remember them. 덥다, 춥다, 뜨겁다, 차갑다. Every stem ends in 비읍, so we should use 으면서. But we do not say 덥으면서, 춥으면서, 뜨겁으면서, 차갑으면서. Instead, we use 더우면서, 추우면서, 뜨거우면서, 차가우면서. The last section is about restriction. In this part, I like to mention about the subject and tense. The first one is about subject. The subject in the first clause and the second clause, they should be the same. For example, 나는 그 남자를 알아요. 나는 그 남자를 모른 척 했어요. I know him. I pretended I don't know him. So these two sentences, they share the same subject, I. So we can connect these two sentences with 면서 without a problem. 그 남자를 알면서 모른 척 했어요. So the subject in the first clause and the subject in the second clause, they should be the same thing. But how about this? We have two sentences here. I know him. My friend pretended she doesn't know him. 나는 그 남자를 알아요. 내 친구는 그 남자를 모른 척 했어요. Here, the two sentences have different subjects. Then can we connect these two sentences with 면서? The answer is no. We do not connect two sentences with different subjects. Lastly, I'd like to talk about tense when using 면서. When you use 면서 with the second meaning, which is confrontational events, you don't have any restriction in tense. I'm saying it because as for the first meaning of 면서, it has restriction in tense. But as for the second meaning of 면서, we don't have such restriction. So we can use any type of tense in the first clause. Like 늦으면서, which is present, 늦었으면서, which is past, 늦을 거면서, which is future. 사장님은 매일 늦으면서, 늦었으면서, 늦을 거면서 나한테 늦지 말래요. All of them are grammatical. So please keep in mind that if you're using 면서 with the first meaning, you have tense restriction. But if you use 면서 with the second meaning, you don't have tense restriction.